So let's zoom down to it. Most of the heaviest activity has already cleared 220, and this is scooting along very quickly at 45 miles an hour. There's some nickel-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So when we switch the analysis to wind, and then you can see the winds have cleared 220, and right where those green areas are approaching Prattville and Rush within the next 10 minutes, that is where the 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts lie. All this heavy rain has led to a flash flood warning of all things east of I-81 for Broome County, out into central Delaware County as well, in particular because it's nighttime. You can't see these areas, but there's about a 50-mile wide band, which is 2 to 3 inches per hour down there north of State College, and this has a trajectory that's coming right into the southern tier, and the Florida shoreline is still looking okay. But here's a little bit of good news. It's forecast to gradually weaken to a 3 and stay far enough off the coast where they're not going to get hit with hurricane force winds or 10-foot storm surges. Susquehanna minor flood stage reached right around 4 to 8. Somewhere in that time frame, Christmas morning. Moderate stage by 10 in the morning. That's sometimes when when people could be evacuated feasibly. So the rain comes down, and it goes down into the cracks and creates a puddle, and then the puddle freezes, and freeze it will tomorrow night with the single-digit low temperatures. The ice expands, it raises that weakened pavement up, and then it gets warmer again, and we're gonna get warmer again later in the week. It melts, it leaves a gap or a crevice, then the cars go over that raised pavement, and voila, we've got potholes all over the place. That's why our roads look like Swiss cheese sometime around here. And look at the temperatures dropping on the backside of this by daybreak, down in the upper 20s to low 30s, and they continue to drop. So even if this lays down a lot of rain and even some slushy wet snow, it could refreeze.
This is a WVVA Toys for Tots update.
Welcome, it's Friday, it's December 1st. And it's Toys for Tots time. WVVA is teaming up with the United States Marine Corps here at the Princeton Walmart. Donations have been coming in big time. Monetary, toys, all kinds of toys. The Marine Corps has already filled up a 10 by 12 trailer packed with hefty bags full of toys, look like Santa sacks. On a side note though, when we have deeper snow and the snow plow piles that snow up in your driveway, they say shovel it to the right. Otherwise, the snow plow coming by again is going to put twice as much snow right back in your driveway. Here for you in Tazewell County, I'm Rob Martin, WVVA News. I don't know who's more insane, AJ? You think them or those guys in the Packer games that are always, shirtless, when it's 30
like
below
30,
zero?
Yeah, 30
I want to be
below.
in the hospital when those guys walk in and go, I've got frostbite on my bare skin.
Social media, on a lighter note, this was sent in by Alana Gabriel. It was her daughter, 6-year-old daughter. Remember when snow was fun? That was her first snowstorm. Look how ecstatic she looks. I wanted to show you, since I'm Mr. 70s, by the way, check out the shoes. Disco. This is how they did weather back in the 70s. He's got the Greg Brady haircut, and they actually had physical maps. So I was always listening to the weather, watching the weather, and all the other kids were always asking me, are we going to get out of school tomorrow? You like to talk about weather. You can be good at understanding it, but if you could talk about it, you get to draw stuff on there. You get to be creative.
He was way underestimating how great. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing, but it wakes you up too. It's kind of hard to explain.
It's just Friday vibe.
I'm sitting here tapping my feet, knocking my
You
mic
got Rob
off.
grooving?
But look at the dew points. And it's the first time I'm showing this in the summer because we're going to get into this category, the yuck, it's humid category, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. So now to zoom way out again to show you. See that H racing up towards Alaska? It's going to set up a big, what we call a ridge of high pressure. And as it does, clockwise circulation comes down almost out of the Arctic Circle and brings this Arctic air down all the way into the southern tier. So my ears are numb, my hands are a little numb. You're definitely going to want to bundle up in those layers because you lose most of your body heat through your extremities, especially your head and your hands. Now just to show it's about electricity, take a look at my meter outside running with just one baseboard heater on, not moving very quick at the bars there. Then I turned all 7 of my baseboard heaters on. Look at it just jump like crazy. That's an indication of what electricity costs to heat your home. One option?
We've only had about 1 inch or so of snow since yesterday, so why are local road crews so busy? Our Rob Martin has more.
Wave again.
There's nothing like catching a snowplow ride in single-digit temperatures. The Virginia Department of Transportation road crews are busy this Friday, mainly on back roads that weren't cleared overnight. But it is indeed those cold temperatures and wind that make a 1-inch snowfall so difficult.
An inch of snow is more aggravating because the cold weather tends to not let the salt work. Usually when it gets below 25 miles or 25 degrees, salt doesn't work that great. And the inch of snow that we've had the last 2 days, wind's been blowing, just comes in squalls.
Now there's another factor that can slow road crews down, and that's us drivers. Although some caution around a plow is a good thing, too much fear can cause actions that either distract plow drivers or in some cases create outright danger.
The public gets near their trucks, they tend to freeze up, they don't know what to do. They'll ride in their blind spots. A lot of times they'll be scared to pass us. Just go ahead and pass us, don't ride in the blind spots. Sometimes you'll have your bright lights on, they're hitting my mirrors, I can't see.
On a side note, though, when we have deeper snow and the snowplow piles that snow up in your driveway, they say shovel it to the right. Otherwise, the snowplow coming by again is going to put twice as much snow right back in your driveway. Here for you in Tazewell County, I'm Rob Martin, WVVA News.